Hey children, welcome to science session. Today our topic is properties of air. We already know that air is colorless, due to which we cannot see it, right? So it is also tasteless and odorless, means no smell for air. We can feel its presence only when it moves. Moving air is called as wind. So now let us discuss some more properties of air. First one, air occupies space. This can be easily observed when we blow air in a balloon, isn't it? The moment we blow air in it, it gets inflated, means filled with air. Balloons are filled with air. This is because the air we fill starts occupying space inside the balloon and it grows in size. The property of air is also used to inflate footballs, vehicle tires, cushions. See, I'll show you. These all. So air occupies space. We have inflated air, filled air into this. This is the first property. Next, go to the second property. Air has weight, children. This can be easily seen by comparing the weights of deflated objects with an inflated object. Let me show an example for that. Deflated means which do not have air. The weight of an inflated object will always be more. This shows that air has weight. So when we just perform an activity, take a deflated ball, weigh the ball and note its weight. Now inflate the ball, weigh the ball again. What do you observe? Does the size of the ball change? Weigh the inflated ball again. Of course, if the ball is getting inflated, the size will change, even the weight will also increase. This is the second property, air has weight. Coming to the third property, air exerts pressure, children. We know that anything which has weight, it will exert pressure. Air also has weight and exerts pressure. The pressure exerted by air is necessary for many activities like taking in a liquid through a straw, filling ink in a fountain pen, filling a syringe. These all things come under air exerts pressure. Now let's do an activity for this. Take a syringe and some water in a bowl. Push the plunger of a syringe completely and dip its needle in water. Now slowly pull the plunger while the needle is still immersed in water. What you will observe? You will observe that as you pull the plunger, water starts entering the syringe. This happens because when you pushed the plunger, the air present inside the syringe came out, children. So when you pulled it while the needle was immersed in water, the air exerted pressure on water and it entered the syringe. By this we can confirm that air exerts pressure. Last property of air is air supports combustion. Combustion is nothing but air, children. Air consists of oxygen which supports burning. So let's do an activity for this. Take two burning candles or one burning candle. Cover one of them with a glass tumbler. Observe both the candles for some time. You will observe that the candle that is covered stopped burning after some time. The other candle continues to burn. This happened because, why does it happen? Because covering the candle with the tumbler cuts off the air supply. There is no oxygen supply. Since the other candle gets a continuous supply of air, it keeps burning. This shows that air is necessary for combustion. Air helps in the process of burning. Okay, these are the four properties of air. What are the four properties? Air occupies space, first one. Next is air has weight. Third property is air exerts pressure. Fourth property is air supports combustion. It's nothing but burning. Clear? I hope you understood the properties of air, children. Coming to an assignment question. Write about the properties of air. Write about all four properties of air. Thank you.